Answer time!
Answer time!
Answer time!
Answer time!
It's StoryBots Answer Time!
Answer time!
They live in your computer and they got a job to do.
Hey!
They're all about learning and they make it fun too.
Yes!
When you have a question, they'll answer it for you. It's StoryBots Answer Time!
There are tiny microorganisms everywhere, on every apple, every apricot, banana and pear. They're bacteria and fungi, too tiny to see, but they've gotta have their dinner just like you and me. Those itty-bitty critters just eat through a cherry or a berry, and it's totally sweet. It's a natural process, it happens a lot. It's called decomposition, in other words, rot. When a ripe and juicy melon looks delicious to you, a zillion tiny creatures want a piece of it too. So if you put it out and leave it sitting day after day, they'll just keep snacking till it's rotting away. Because the teeny tiny critters just eat through a peach or papaya, and it's really a treat. When the fruit goes soft or has a mushy spot, that's decomposition, in other words, rot. Decomposition, yum, yum. In other words, rot.
When you see 5 happy apes and each one has 4 yummy grapes, how can you tell how many grapes there are in all? You can add up 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 like so. The sum is 20 grapes, but there's another way to go. You can use multiplication, it's a different way to add. What a handy calculation, when you learn it you'll be glad. And so it's 5 times 4, you still get 20, my oh my. Instead of adding repeatedly, you multiply. There are 6 eggs in each carton, and suppose you're buying 3. Well, 3 times 6 is 18 eggs, just count them and you'll see. And 4 times 3 makes 12 big pigs inside a farmer's pen. You've got 5 fingers on each hand, and 2 times 5 makes 10. Yes, it's multiplication. That little x means times. 3 times 5 makes 15 ice cream cones or basketballs or limes. You could add up 5 plus 5 plus 5, but here's a thing to try. Instead of adding repeatedly, you multiply. It's an awesome thing to learn how you can multiply. Flat shape, solid shape, so much fun to know. Yay! Woohoo! A circle is a shape that's round and flat. It's 2-dimensional.
Yes, that's a fact!
It's got height and width, but no depth at all.
But a sphere is solid!
Now we're having a ball. It's 3-dimensional, look and see. With height, width, and depth.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3!
It's round like a circle, but it's not the same. You can't kick a circle in a soccer game. Flat shapes, solid shapes, cool as can be. I'm 2-dimensional,
And I'm 3D!
yes, 2 kinds of shapes wherever you go. Flat shapes, solid shapes, so much fun to know.
Woohoo! Wow!
A square is a 2D shape that's flat, and a cube is a 3D version of that. Like a cube of sugar
Or a cube of ice!
and 2 cubes make a pair of fuzzy dice.
Alright, what about a triangle?
Take a look, they're 2D shapes on a page of a book. But 3D pyramids proudly stand in the desert sand in Egypt land. Flat shapes, solid shapes, cool as can be.
We're 2-dimensional! And we're 3D!
Yes, 2 kinds of shapes wherever you go. Flat ones, solid ones, so much fun to know.
Hooray!
When a lock is locked, the space inside is blocked by a row of pins preventing it from turning. But when the right shaped key goes in, it neatly lines up every pin. That's how a key unlocks a lock. In a pin tumbler lock, that's the typical kind. The plug is the little space inside, and inside that there's a row of pins lined up in pairs pushed by springs, blocking that plug from turning free. But if you've got the key that moves each pair of pins to a certain height, the space between pairs lines up right at the shear line. Now that plug is free to turn, and the end result, you move that bolt. Consider your lock lesson learned. When a lock is locked, the space inside is blocked by a row of pins preventing it from turning. But when the right shaped key goes in, it neatly lines up every pin. That's how a key unlocks a lock.
then we'll dive some more in the big deep ocean that we love to explore. We're dropping low, 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 because we're going to go to the deepest known point on the ocean floor. Under the waves there are valleys and hills all around. On the average it's about 12,000 feet down. That's over 1,000 school buses all in a stack, or 800 T-Rexes. What a fun fact! But there's a way, 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 way deeper place we know. The Mariana Trench is where we've gotta go, where the lowest known point is called Challenger Deep, as low as 36,200 feet. That's 20 tall skyscrapers under the sea, or 118 statues of liberty. If you could sink Mount Everest down that deep,
There'd be a whole mile of water up over its peak.
we're dropping down, 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 and then we'll drop some more where hardly anyone has ever gone before. We gotta dive, 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 till finally we arrive at the lowest known point on the ocean floor. Nearly 7 miles down on the ocean floor.
Hit it, boys! I can show you two main ways that glue works. The first is called mechanical locking.
Mechanical locking, huh? How does that work?
Just listen. When you use a gob of glue, just what exactly does it do to get things sticking? It can fix a flower pot or any broken toy you've got.
But how?
If you magnify the smoothest stuff, it's coarse and rough, you'll see. Cracks and dents are many, yes, there are plenty. Here and there, everywhere, roughness is the key. Glue goes into tiny cracks, it oozes into all the gaps, and there it hardens. Everywhere that it can drip, it gets a firm and hardy grip, and so when it dries completely, then its grip is good and strong. There you go, good as new through and through, 'cause the glue won't let go. That's mechanical locking. But glue also works on a molecular level. Atoms make up everything, that's the rule. Though they're tiny, not very large, and they combine into clusters called molecules, which often can have an electric charge. Those have a couple of different ends, positive and negative too. And when opposing ends line up, they stick to each other like pairs of magnets do. It's true! There's a name for that, Van der Waals forces. Now the molecules of glue are clinging by the millions to the things you're joining, so it helps them stick together.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Glue can work in many ways, I've shown you only two. But when you build a model truck or fix a handle on a cup, just think of all the great things glue can do.
Rainbows appear when there's water in the air, like a drip, drop, drizzly day. When light passes through it, something special happens to it. It bends in a particular way. See, sunlight's made of so many different colors, and water drops split them apart. And when they're separated, a rainbow is created, and science turns into art. There's red, orange, yellow, green and blue, indigo and violet too. There's only one thing that's prettier than one of these, and that's two.
The story of sand is amazing to hear. It's formed over millions and millions of years. It's made up of mineral bits of all sorts, like mica and feldspar, but most of all quartz.
It starts with big rocks in the mountains up high. They get weathered by wind, rain, and snow from the sky. In time they're worn down, though they're sturdy and stout, and small bits of minerals slowly fall out.
Sand, 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 sand. The tiniest bits are then carried away by rain or by wind on some blustery day to streams or to rivers, and the waters run free, and they're carried downstream, and at last out to sea.
The waves of the ocean then wash them ashore. Though they started in rocks
Many ages before,
they finished the journey from far, far away. Now there's sand on the beach where you frolic and
sand, 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 sand. Though it's mostly from rock, sand is more stuff as well, like broken up pieces of coral and shells.
The grains are a mixture in the sea and the land,
And together they make up the stuff we call sand, 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 sand. That useful and beautiful stuff we call sand.
Plants all around. Plants everywhere, growing here, sprouting there. Shrubs, grass, flowers, trees. Reeds swaying in the breeze, jasmine and juniper, larkspur and lavender, big ponderosa pines, tumbleweeds and grapevines, crocuses and daisies, daffodils and peonies, honeysuckle, flax, hungry Venus, flytraps, lemongrass and clover, dandelions taking over, fescue, kudzu, rubber plants and bamboo.
Ooh, between 300,000 and 400,000 species of plants grow far and near, and we don't know every kind. There are others to find. About 2,000 more are discovered every year.
Wow. Oh, lots of plants are good to eat. Lettuce, beets, oats, wheat, carrots, peas, squash, tomatoes, cauliflower, sweet potatoes, apples, pears, plums, cherry, sugar cane, and boysenberries, collard greens, spinach, kale, even parts of cattail. Meow! Oh, not you, kitty. Aloe and saguaro, milkweed and mistletoe, palm trees by the bay, poison ivy. Stay away! Can you count all the plants in the world? Not a chance. The list goes on and on, but now it's time to finish this song. Plants all around. Budget, it pays to have a budget. You can get the most out of your money with a budget. A budget is a plan for using money you earn. Keeping track of where it goes is important to learn. You need to stick to your decisions in a budget you've made, so your money won't run out before the next time you're paid. Now, income is a word for the money you get from a job like mowing lawns or maybe walking a vet. But you've also got expenses, so there's money to pay for the things you need and want, and you may give some away. Budget, it pays to have a budget. Your budget shows the money you expect to bring in, compared with the amount that you're intending to spend. If your income is greater than expenses, you've got a surplus that's extra to spend or save. But if your income is less than the expenses you expect, that's a deficit, a problem that you'll need to correct. By using money that you saved, or you can cut what you spend, or even borrow from someone who has money to lend. Here you go. Thank you, friend. Now, if your income and expenses are exactly the same, you've got a balanced budget. You may have heard the name. A budget helps you plan for all the spending you'll do, so until you're paid again, your money carries you through. And maybe you can keep a little extra too. Budget, it pays to have a budget. You can make your dreams come true with a budget.
Come fly with me over the sea, and it will be wonderful adventure.
Well, hey, what's happening? I'm a pterodactylus. What's fly about me? Well, check out the wings on my back. They're not lacking in size. I have these large pterodactylus eyes. Any time of day, I attack and surprise dive down to the ground, then I'm back in the skies. Here's the thing, man. My wingspan's 3 feet long. Wings are strong, and I'm light, can fly many miles. Fly up, fly down, check my flying style. Dive down to the sea to eat fishes. Delicious. Bugs and small creatures, I keeps it nutritious. 90 teeth in my beak and my legs are weak, but I'm flying in the sky, check my skinny physique. And I'm not a bird. Let me help you understand. Not a dinosaur, man, cause I don't dwell on land. I'm a pterosaur. Yeah, a flying reptile. Come fly with me, and let's fly for a while.
Over the sea, and it will be wonderful adventure.
When fall comes around and the leaves fall down and the chill is in the air, there's a critter you'll see who's soon gonna be a hibernating bear. In a hungry mood, she scarfs down food till she has a lot of fat to spare, which her body will use in the long, long snooze of a hibernating bear. A hibernating bear takes a few weeks to prepare. She finds a den and settles in. She's a hibernating bear. Temperature's low and her heart rate's slow. She's snug in a winter lair. She doesn't even wait for a bathroom break. She's a hibernating bear. A hibernating bear, just a slumbering ball of hair. Instead of a roar, she lets out a snore. She's a hibernating bear. A hibernating bear.
Lasers all around the club. shining from above. Lasers, how'd they get so bright? Let's go inside a laser and show them what it's like. I'm an atom, I'm super, super small. We're the building blocks of the universe, y'all. When I feel the energy, I emit light in the form of a photon. Photon? Right. When it comes to lasers, imagine a dance hall. Atoms all around, mirrors on the wall. The energy is big, photons moving back and forth as they're dancing, grooving, bouncing off the mirrors side to side. Move the same way, do the photon slide. Pass by an atom, now make a friend. Another photon, now they're joining in, working together for a common goal, to shoot a bright light out a tiny hole. A focused light, it's a photon stream. It's a super duper super sweet laser beam.
Photons, get in line. Now everybody step to the right. Spin around and make it all bright. You know how we make that light. Photons, get in line. Everybody step to the right. Okay. Spin around, make it all bright. You know how we make that light.
I'm a sleek and scaly, slithering snake. I've got a bad, bad bite, make no mistake. Some say it's full of poison, but really it's not, 'cause venom is the word for the stuff I've got. There's a difference in the way that the two get in. You see, poison is swallowed or absorbed through the skin. There are poisonous berries and mushrooms too. Don't play in poison ivy, whatever you do. But venom like mine isn't quite the same thing. It's injected in a bite or a sting. There's a venom in a stinger of a wasp or bee, and the fangs of a dangerous snake like me. That's venom, not poison but venom.
When you bite into a sandwich or a pizza pie and you're tasting something yummy, there are reasons why you've got taste buds. Those are bundles of cells on your tongue and in your throat and other places as well. When you chew your food, and saliva mixes in it, washes over your taste buds, and they begin to analyze what chemicals the food contains. Then they send the information to your brain. There are a few tastes that your taste buds recognize. We know at least 5. They're salty, sour, bitter, sweet, and umami. That's a savory taste like meat. Tastes combine in different ways, like sweet and sour in lemonade, or salty and umami in a hearty stew. That's a part of the way that you taste your food. Taste your food. Oh, that's some of the story, but there's more to tell. Another part of tasting is your sense of smell. Your food releases chemicals while you chew. They flow into your nose, and when they do, they meet with special cells up in your nose. Olfactory receptors is the name of those. And like your taste buds signal to your brain, your olfactory receptors do the same. Your brain puts together all the signals that come through from your nose and your taste buds too. It figures out the taste that you've had before. It knows what you're eating and if you want more. Like a taco or spaghetti or barbecue. That's an awesome way that you taste your food. I said that's an awesome way that you taste your food, yeah. I said that's an awesome way that you taste your food. I said that's the awesome way that you taste your food.
Concrete, it's everywhere, from big skyscrapers in the air to sidewalks underneath our feet. But tell me, how do you make concrete? Now concrete's not cement, but cement's an ingredient. It's crushed up limestone, sand, and clay, and even some shells. Yeah, it's made that way. And another ingredient is a thing that we call aggregate. It just means a bunch of loose rocks and stuff, stones that are small but tough. You need some coarse aggregate like gravel or rocks to make concrete strong in walls and blocks. And you need a fine one too to fill the little gaps for you. Water turns the cement to goo that holds aggregate together like glue. Then put it where it's supposed to be and let it harden naturally. Concrete, it's everywhere, from big skyscrapers in the air to driveways, columns, bridges, dams. That's the end of our concrete jam.
Welcome to the North Pole, where everything is so cold. Cause when it's 32 degrees and below, that's when water starts to freeze. Let them know. Okay, here's a little lesson for misters and for madams. Everything inside the universe is made of atoms. Atoms join together, they form molecules. Hydrogen and oxygen make water, that's cool. Okay, now take this glass of water. Molecules are moving. When you make them hotter, then they really get to moving. Now the water's boiling, bubbling, steaming. Nice. Throw it in the freezer, cause we're gonna make some ice. When it gets colder, we move slower. Water molecules all chilling out. We in slow motion, now we frozen. Water molecules all chilling out. When it gets hotter, back to water. All the molecules are moving fast. Make us colder, we move slower. Now we're ice cubes in your glass.
Oh baby, I'm a baby tooth, yeah. A baby tooth that's in your small mouth, yeah. I grow and grow along with you, yeah. Then I get loose and one day I fall out like, oh no, now you got a big old hole. Why did I need to go? Well, you really wanna know? See, that's where I used to be. A new tooth replaces me, it's there with you permanently. How does it work? Let's break it down. I'll break it down for you, yeah. Before you're born, you start to grow all of your teeth. Brand new, not just one set. Right away, you're growing two. Oh yeah, your baby teeth and your permanent teeth too. Oh yeah, before you're 1 year old, your teeth are popping too. They're helping you to speak and helping you to chew. And your baby teeth have got a job to do. They're making space for all your permanent teeth too. You'll probably lose your first tooth when you're 6 or 7. Lose all of your baby teeth around 11. Growing up, yes you are a child, but you still have a beautiful smile. Beautiful smile, yeah. See me, I'm a baby too. Falling out your mouth, yeah, making room. See me, I'm a baby too. Getting out the way, yeah, making room.
When your inner ears say you're spinning, but your eyes say no you're not, they send your brain into a tizzy. It's what makes you dizzy. Inside your ears are tubes containing cells with microscopic hair. There's also a lot of fluid around, just sitting like soup in there. Now when you spin, the hairs are swayed around by all that sloshing soup. And that sends a signal to your brain that you're spinning like a hula hoop. The trouble starts when the spinning stops and your eyes tell you you're still. Cause the fluid in your ear hasn't settled down, so the hair's still swaying like you're spinning around. So your eyes and your inner ear conflict. I think I'm gonna be sick. When your inner ears say you're spinning, but your eyes say no you're not, they send your brain into a tizzy. And that's the feeling of being dizzy.
A dog goes pant, pant, pant in the hot, hot sun. Or when she's chasing a ball, having doggy fun. She's got a pant, pant, pant after running around just to cool her body down. She starts to breathe super fast through her open mouth, bringing cool air in and blowing warm air out. It helps water from her body to evaporate. That cools her down, and it sure feels great. Now we cool off with sweat, but a doggy can't. So when she gets heated up, she's got a pant, pant, pant. You see her tongue stick out, she makes a funny sound. It's the way a dog cools down. That's the way a dog cools down.
It's a global positioning system. It can tell you where you are. If you carry your phone to Tahiti or Rome, Japan to Zanzibar, a receiver inside it gets these signals from satellites orbiting ground. And that receiver figures out distance based on signals satellites send on down.
found by comparing your distance from 3 or more. Your phone finds just what you're looking for with a cool calculation called trilateration. It gets the information, your location. Yep, it's a global positioning system. For short, it's GPS. And if you're ever in doubt,